12 powerful reasons why you should eat cloves every day. Cloves are a versatile spice that can be used in a variety of dishes and has positive health effects. It is rich in antioxidants, may help balance your blood sugar levels, fight off bacteria, and more. Cloves are a good source of the mineral manganese, which aids in the regulation of enzymes involved in bone repair and hormone production. As an antioxidant, manganese can help keep your body safe from harmful free radicals. They're also a great source of potassium, beta-carotene, vitamin K, and eugenol, which we will discuss in depth in today's video. While cloves may not be a common ingredient in your kitchen, they should have a place in your diet. Although cloves can be grown in India and Madagascar, Indonesia is the country that is most closely associated with the production of cloves. They have a long history of use in numerous cuisines around the world, including Indian, Thai, and Indonesian. Due to their wide variety of health benefits, they have also been incorporated into traditional medicines for many years, and we will explain them all in today's video. As a bonus, we have added a nice clove tea recipe towards the end of the video. Let's begin. 1. Enhances oral health. Clove, thanks to its eugenol content, is often used to alleviate toothaches. You may find some relief from the pain thanks to the anesthetic and antibacterial properties of the substance. Placing a few whole cloves in your mouth and moistening them with your saliva is a tried and true method for alleviating tooth pain. Cloves can be crushed with your teeth. The oil that is secreted has analgesic properties. A whole clove can be used for 30 minutes before being thrown away and replaced with a new one. Crushed cloves can be used instead of whole cloves if you have a toothache so severe that grinding them with your teeth is too painful. Crush the cloves into a powder and apply it to the tooth. The analgesic properties of cloves have been shown in a study to be effective in treating toothache. If you have bad breath, cloves may help too. 2. Rich source of antioxidants. Antioxidants are plentiful in foods like blueberries, spinach, and dark chocolate. But did you know that many herbs and spices contain powerful antioxidants? According to a study ranking the 100 best food sources for polyphenols and antioxidants, spices came out on top. And despite having more than 30 times as many antioxidants as blueberries, cloves still placed first. In order to prevent chronic disease, antioxidants neutralize the effects of oxidative stress. This can degrade cells, making them more vulnerable to age-related diseases and disorders, like neurodegenerative ones. Eugenol is a proven natural antioxidant. In fact, a test tube study found that eugenol was 5 times more effective than vitamin E, another potent antioxidant, at preventing oxidative damage from free radicals. Clove extract's antioxidant properties have been shown to reduce tumor growth and increase cell death in another study. Consuming cloves along with other antioxidant-rich foods is beneficial to your health. 3. May help fight cancer. Cloves contain a number of compounds that have shown promise as potential cancer preventatives. Clove extract was found to inhibit tumor growth and hasten the death of cancer cells in one laboratory study. Another study conducted in test tubes came to similar conclusions. This particular investigation found that high concentrations of clove oil caused 80% of esophageal cancer cells to die. Cloves contain eugenol, which is an ingredient with cancer-fighting properties. Keep in mind that the amounts of clove extract, clove oil, and eugenol used in these studies were extremely high. Clove oil overdose, especially in children, can cause liver damage due to the presence of eugenol. More research is needed to learn the effects of lower doses on humans. 4. May lower inflammation. With the presence of eugenol, cloves become an effective anti-inflammatory agent. This is also true for clove essential oil. Inflammatory diseases like arthritis are less likely to develop and can have their symptoms better managed thanks to eugenol's anti-inflammatory effects. Inflammation of the mouth and throat is another area it can help with. A study found that clove oil lowers gingivitis and plaque-related inflammation. 5. Helps with food poisoning. In terms of antimicrobial activity, safety, and smell, eugenol, which is a part of clove oil, is better than potassium sorbate, sodium benzoate, and other chemical food preservatives. Because of this, it should be taken into account as an alternative food preservative. Clove oil's antibacterial properties have been demonstrated against pathogens like Salmonella, E. coli, and others that are commonly found in food. Listeria is another common bacteria that can cause food poisoning, but a recent study found that clove bud oil helped suppress its growth. Because of this, clove oil shows promise as a potential food poisoning remedy. 6. Helps with stomach ulcers. Ulcers in the stomach lining, also called peptic ulcers, can be extremely painful. They are a result of the stomach's protective lining weakening due to factors like stress, infection, and heredity. Cloves may be useful in the treatment of stomach ulcers because of the compounds they contain, according to some studies. Clove essential oil was found to stimulate the production of gastric mucus in a laboratory setting. The stomach's mucus shields the stomach lining from erosion by digestive acids. According to another study, the effects of clove extract on stomach ulcers were similar to those of several anti-ulcer medications. Additional research on the effects of cloves and their compounds on humans is necessary to determine the efficacy of this treatment for ulcers. 7. Enhances hair health. Oil extracted from clove buds can be used to condition hair, protect it from breakage, and preserve its natural shine and color. Its antifungal, antiseptic, and anesthetic properties make it perfect for use on the scalp. When combined with olive oil or coconut oil, they are effective in the treatment of dandruff, dermatitis, and other conditions of the scalp. Cloves' antioxidants boost blood flow to the scalp, which helps promote new, healthier hair growth. Hair color treated with eugenol looks and feels revitalized and enriched. Cleaning your hair and scalp with cloves is a simple and all-natural solution. Because of this, they are commonly found in hair care products like shampoo, conditioner, and dye. Massaging the scalp with clove oil may also be helpful for dandruff and other scalp issues. Cloves contain vitamin K, which improves blood flow and consequently promotes hair growth. Here's a recipe for clove water that will help your hair become healthier. Put some water in a pot and get it boiling. When the water is boiling, sprinkle in about 10 crushed cloves. Let it cool down first. Place in a spray bottle along with a few drops of lavender and tea tree oil. Be sure to give it a good shake. This clove water can be used as hairspray when needed. This clove water will keep for about 2 weeks in the fridge. 8. Supports bone health. About 40 million people in the United States suffer from low bone mass, and an estimated 10 million people aged 50 and older have osteoporosis. Low bone mass can lead to osteoporosis, which may make one more susceptible to bone fractures. Cloves contain compounds that, according to animal studies, help maintain bone mass. Clove extract rich in eugenol, for instance, was shown to increase bone density and strength in an animal study. 1 teaspoon of ground cloves contains a whopping 55% of the daily value of manganese. The mineral manganese plays a crucial role in bone formation and bone health. Animal research showed that manganese supplementation improved bone mineral density and bone growth when given over a 12-week period. Studies on the effects of cloves on bone mass, however, are primarily limited to those conducted on animals at this time. To see if it has any effect on bone formation in humans, more study is needed. 9. Improves blood circulation and blood flow. The oil of clove buds is used to increase blood flow. It's in pain relievers like Tiger Balm, so it must be effective, right? Cloves are the active ingredient in this specialized balm, which is applied to sore muscles to increase blood flow and alleviate pain. Clove oil is highly effective at alleviating the pain and discomfort associated with tension headaches because it stimulates blood flow. To get the blood vessels to open, put a cloth that has been soaked in clove oil on the forehead or temples. Clove bud oil has a stimulating effect on the brain when used in aromatherapy. The aroma enhances focus and may even give you an extra burst of energy. 10. Manages blood sugar levels. Diabetes compromises the pancreas insulin-producing cells. This prevents the body from producing enough insulin for typical functions. Cloves promote steady levels of insulin, which in turn control the body's glucose response mechanisms. Clove oil and other clove extracts contain a polyphenol that has been shown to lower blood sugar in 3 different ways. First, it makes it possible for your body to absorb 63% more glucose from food, which in turn lowers your blood sugar levels. Second, it slows down the liver's ability to make glucose. Finally, it reduces the efficiency of digestive enzymes that convert starch and sugar into glucose. In this way, clove extracts are able to effectively regulate post-meal blood sugar levels, lower fasting glucose levels, and increase glucose consumption. 11. May enhance liver function. Multiple studies have shown that clove extracts can prevent liver cell inflammation and deterioration. Rats with fatty liver disease were given a combination of clove oil and eugenol in one study. Both of the mixtures helped the liver work better, decreased inflammation, and lowered oxidative stress. Another experiment with animals found that the eugenol in cloves was effective at reversing liver cirrhosis. Cloves and eugenol have been shown to protect the liver in animal studies, but human research is lacking. Consuming too many cloves can have serious consequences, including irreversible liver damage, so always remember that moderation is key. 12. May enhance respiratory health. Asthma sufferers can benefit from using clove oil. It has a calming effect on the respiratory system and reduces inflammation. Clove oil has been shown in studies to inhibit bacterial colonization of the lungs. Rub some oil on your chest, near your nostrils, and on the bridge of your nose. Anecdotal evidence suggests that this may help by opening the airways. The oil or cloves steeped in hot water can also be consumed as tea. It has also been suggested that chewing on a clove bud can help soothe a sore throat. Storing cloves. Clove powder loses its flavor more quickly, so whole cloves are preferable. Good quality cloves will release some of their oil when squeezed with a fingernail. Another option is to add a clove to some water and drink it. If it's fresh, it'll float upright, but if it's stale, it'll sink or float sideways. Like other dried spices, cloves are best if they are organically grown because this increases the likelihood that they have not been irradiated. Cloves should be stored in a dark, cool, and dry place in an airtight glass jar. Cloves in their whole form will keep for about a year in this manner, while ground cloves will keep for about 6 months. Alternately, you can keep them fresh for a longer period of time in the fridge. To enjoy cloves' health benefits to the maximum, try this simple tea recipe. In a pot, bring 2 cups of water to a boil. Then, while the water is boiling, add 1 tablespoon of the whole cloves. Let the tea simmer on low heat for about 6 to 8 minutes to let the flavors mix. Once the water has come to a boil, take the pot off the heat and let the tea steep for another 2 minutes. Put the tea through a strainer to get rid of the cloves and then pour it into a mug of your choice. Honey or lemon slices are 2 examples of natural sweeteners that can be added to improve the taste. Stir it up and let the soothing smell of clove tea help you unwind. A word of caution. Those who are prone to excessive bleeding should avoid clove oil. Before adding cloves to your routine, talk to your doctor if you have any medical conditions, are taking any medications, are pregnant, or are breastfeeding, because clove oil can have adverse interactions with other medications and increase bleeding. It should never be taken as a supplement without first consulting a doctor. If you've never used cloves before, or if you've never used concentrated forms like clove oil or supplements, start slow. Clove oil should be diluted with a carrier oil before being applied topically, and a small patch of skin should be tested for reactions before the full application is made. Today, we learned about all the good things that happen because of the benefits of cloves. But did you know that there are other useful things in your pantry that can be just as helpful? Want to find out more? Watch 12 Powerful Health Benefits of Apple Cider Vinegar You Must Know. Or watch Use baking soda on your body every day for 1 month. See what happens. You can watch either or both of them. Will you be eating more cloves from now on? Let us know in the comments section below.